Hey guys, J98 TV here with my WWE Friday Night Smackdown preview for the 11th of July 2014, and the construction of the Battleground card continues on the July 11th edition of WWE Smackdown. Tower Canada played host as AJ Lee, Goldust and others contended with foes that they may or may not face at the upcoming pay-per-view. Friday's Smackdown should point out that what direction several rivalries are heading in, and if they will result in bouts at Battleground. Though WWE taped the show on Tuesday, it won't air until Friday, but Chris Jericho's first Smackdown match since coming back, and a matchup between two human wrecking balls on Sci-Fi until Friday night. Spoilers aren't available across the internet, but for those wanting to wait, however, the following is a preview of the matches set to air with the results omitted. The Usos will take on Heath, Slater and Titus O'Neil. Either WWE has found itself a new tag team, or the lack of depth in the division has forced the company to start pairing random wrestlers. Should Slater and O'Neil do well here, fans may see them on a more regular basis. If they manage to pull off an upset against the champs, then sentiment will be even truer. The Usos have been battling Eric Rowan and Luke Harper for the past few months, and this looks to be a respite. Even with O'Neil's power, this won't be nearly as daunting as a challenge as facing those backwards bruises one more time. Harper and Rowan may be lurking though. There isn't a tag team title bout scheduled for Battleground yet, but another collision between the Usos duos would be a sign that another pay-per-view contest between them is indeed on its way. AJ Lee will take on Cameron. Cameron will struggle to keep a mind on the Divas title holder. Tension between her and fellow Funkadactyl Naomi came to head on Monday's Raw, while AJ and Paige managed to coexist as a team. Naomi and Cameron ended up popping each other with her right hands. The moment looked to be the end of their alliance, and Cameron will be seeking momentum on her own, hoping for a non-title win against Divas champion AJ. AJ, like the Usos, is without a Battleground challenger at this point. Should Cameron get the upset here or engage in a post-match brawl, it would be a strong sign that she's getting the next crack at the title. Chris Jericho will take on Randy Orton. Not even 2 weeks since returning to WWE, Jericho has already made two new enemies. He's insulted The Miz and made him suffer a pair of code breakers. He and Bray Wyatt are but to collide at Battleground after a few confrontations between the two of them. Facing Orton is not exactly a warm-up match. Orton has a big bout awaiting him at the pay-per-view as well. A win here equals a glut of momentum heading into the fatal four-way match for the WWE title. After outlasting Dean Ambrose on Monday's Raw, he'll look to keep on winning. Over the past few years, Orton and Jericho have met several times, and the result is almost always a highly entertaining match. This will probably be no expectation here again. Goldust will take on Ryback. In trying to make their way up to the tag team rankings, Goldust and Stardust have been preying on Ryback and Curtis Axel. It seems the two squads aren't done with each other. Half of each team meets here in a battle of power versus cunning. Fans will be on the lookout for how Stardust and or Axel factor into the clash. A clean win by Goldust can mean that he and his brother move on from Ryback, so any kind of shenanigans most likely means that the rivalry will march on. Bo Dallas versus Diego and El Torito. Drumming up heat for a heel can be done in a variety of ways. WWE appears to be doing so, with Dallas having him beat up on a little person. Dallas toppled El Torito on Monday's Raw before knocking him over during his victory lap. Enlisting Diego's help, El Torito will now attempt to get revenge. The outcome of the match will be an indicator of which direction the supposedly inspirational Dallas is heading. El Torito pinning him would be a sign that he's likely to follow Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal, who both lost to the ball out the door. A vicious attack on the acrobatic luchador will signal that WWE is working to make Dallas hated. Summer Rae will take on Layla. The two women fighting over Fandango aren't done with each other. Layla knocking off her former NXT star at Money in the Bank. Summer is back for another go around. Expect more catfighting than wrestling. Fandango will be involved and the announcers to have a blast watching it all unfold. That's what fans have seen between the divas for the past few weeks. The only uncertainty is whether this is leading to another pay-per-view match or if the feud will end on TV instead. Adam Rose will battle Fandango. Fandango has both a story with the two men in his life and a begoing rival with Dolph Ziggler going for him. Rose, on the other hand, hasn't done too much since teasing a feud with Jack Swagger. A match against Fandango isn't exactly the best remedy for Rose's lack of momentum either. Pitting the two goofy characters together makes sense, but this doesn't have much potential. This will be interesting in terms of where WWE believes both superstars to be on its hierarchy, and Rose hasn't lost since debuting but has struggled to get screen time as of late. A dominant win here would at least push him in a positive direction. Fandango steamrolling him would be an ominous sign for his future. Rusev vs Roman Reigns. One may question if it's too early to put the match on or if it's something that would be better served for a higher profile stage, but it certainly is intriguing. It's a fresh matchup between two emerging stars and the two powerhouses, with the last man standing in a recent battle royal to decide who entered the WWE title ladder match at Money in the Bank. The fans roared during the stare down. They now get to see the collision in a one-on-one stipulation. It's hard to peg a favourite here, but Rusev hasn't lost in singles match yet, and he's barely been tested since debuting. Reigns, though, is one of the hottest wrestlers on the roster. He spent Monday's Raw knocking Kane back and saving Cena before the Montreal fans made it clear they prefer him to Cena. What could be a glimpse of a future major rivalry, Rusev and Reigns cap off Friday's Smackdown. It's a show that promises to answer several questions about Battleground and indicate where a number of mid-carders are heading next. Hopefully if you enjoyed this preview, if you have, then tune in to Smackdown tonight. I know I will be. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook for links are in the description down below. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe.